I arrived in Guelph, it was one of those experiences where I was really surprised that I was here. But I got here and knew that it was the right place. I had been ill, and I actually came to see a medical intuitive, Atherton Drenth, who some of you may know. And she'd been to a retreat that we'd done a number of years ago at my family's cottage. Coming here was a fabulous experience because I was exposed to all kinds of things, to wonderful musicians, to wonderful healers, and just to the city itself. It was a great creative experience. Then coming here tonight, Lisa was looking for someone, and it was another one of those intuitive knowings. Let's just jump onto this without really even knowing what it was about. And so here I am tonight, just really enjoying this evening with you all. When I started doing healing work, I really had no idea where it was going to go. But I discovered that there was all kinds of possibilities, all kinds of things like quantum touch and therapeutic touch, and using my voice as well to be doing healing. It's been wonderful because my background's nursing, and to step off the wheel of nursing and into a place of so much magic and so much loveliness has been a really fantastic experience. I didn't know I was going to do this, but I think I will. One of the things that I learned a number of years ago when you talk about the Awesomism, being an Awesomism practitioner, was that I had an experience of hearing something called light language. And when I heard it, it made me laugh. And it seemed quite marvelous. And actually, the person who was teaching Awesomism was using it to communicate with autistic children, and found that she was able, on a really high vibration, to talk to these children and find out what was going on with them. When I heard it, it just made me happy. And so I thought that maybe I would share a little bit of it with you tonight. And I would invite you, this is a little bit different, but I would invite you just to check into your bodies and feel how your bodies feel right now. Yes, it's called light language. Yeah, that's okay. And just check into your bodies, see how they feel right now, and just sink into this, if you will. Yo shondi katarandis mo shondi sataya dangesio. Hurianda sobun shkaran sitiandis kadeati antitio atinimas kadionte sai. Hushon siamo andiai. Udiondas kadiante kia yendi kishondi siana ha. Hu akun hasiona boshkadianti tia. Hu Ana inina cantis morte. Suni da crianti sine hey. Ushun criantis grambochi tiranti atia. Oh, criantis kata. Buona criantas crianti shoshane hey. Ine hey. Scrianti seati anda cargariante. And just take a minute now and check into your body again. See how it feels. See what your reaction is. We're living in interesting times where the world is changing so dramatically. And we are challenged to step up to step into a place that sometimes it feels like we have no idea where we're going. That's maybe why walking a labyrinth is a good idea right now, because it's a safe place to walk. It takes you in different directions. It brings you balance and light, and it settles you down. So I would highly recommend it. And the place that I did it was at Silence, but there are labyrinths all over the country. And they are in cathedrals. In cathedrals in Europe, they were considered, rather than walking to Jerusalem, you would walk a labyrinth. And there are many places in the world where labyrinths are common. It's almost like a pyramids. Pyramids all over the world, labyrinths all over the world. And I just have one more thing to share with you. It's a poem that I wrote almost 20 years ago. And to me, it really touches my heart. I actually wrote it when I was staying at friend's place in Windsor. I was sleeping in their attic. I was staying with them for a week or so, and it was in the house next door to where I grew up in. I loved that house. I loved that neighborhood. And so I think that this poem came from that experience, being with people who loved me, and also just letting things go. So this is all meant for all of us. It's called Wise Ones Dancing. I see who we are, O magical ones, traversing rocky paths, crossing countless lifetimes, growing with such strength and depth and wisdom, and yet bearing still the wispy memory of a deep sadness which sometimes marks the freshness and joy we brought with us here. Perhaps we've forgotten or become tangled in the webs, lost sight of the flow and rhythm in a maze of cobweb chains of choices, dreams, and desires. How do we hold on to the knowing that all is the dance and in its right place and time? Last night, the full moon shone in through my attic window, nudging me, prodding me to hold on to my intuition, my knowing that I am always surrounded by the strength and wisdom of those who love me, who have forever loved me through all place and time. La Luna, a gentle reminder that the lessons of others are also my teachings, about standing my ground while bending with the breeze, being both strong and vulnerable to the pain, the joy, and the glee of the dance. The moon, urging me again to see that parents, children, family, lovers, and friends are my greatest teachers, for otherwise, why would we be here together dancing? Reminding me always to teeter on, even in the face of falls, to cry, then laugh again, especially when the lights go on, to spin and bend and chase the scuttling clouds across a moody sky, to scoop and gather them in my arms when on a gem-dazzled night they brush a brilliant moonlight beach with their shadowy breadth, to look to the horizon for a brighter tomorrow, even while tightening my cloak against the sharp sting of a too-cold wind, and to remember that we are here not only as models for one another, but to dance on the head of a pin, reach for the top of the mountain, rest on a gentle slope, love and be loved with a boundless passion and joy, delight in all, and to always recall that as we are, we always shall be. My friends, mothers, daughters, sons, lovely, admired ones, wise ones dancing. Thank you.